extra, extra? How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Orlando Wizards. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On second down, here's Herbert. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
First and 10, it's Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the open. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dameon Pierce, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And touchdown! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Wizards are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On second down, here's Pierce. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down, they go right back to Pierce. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. After the turnover, here's Herbert. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. These two teams all tied after one. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Herbert on 1st down now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other eyes. And they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal. Herbert flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'd been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cade Otton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Wizards have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
97.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From down near his goal line here, Herbert.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
And he is out up around the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And this one complete to Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Herbert's throw complete there to Smith.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So first and... goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Succop's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. A run by Pierce begins the second half. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, 42 yards.
And the Wizards take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Goodwin able to haul it in. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown Titans. Marquise Goodwin, 69 yards.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Herbert now. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Rolling to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Cooper here. Touchdown! Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. On the out route, he's got Burks. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Pierce. Will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Now they send a man in motion right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. They'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Goodwin. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2nd and 2. And he he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He pitches it out. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything.